Good evening. I hope you enjoyed the sweet, sweet sounds of ADLIB Steel Orchestra. I'm here with the head arranger, Mr. Marc Brooks, and the little one. What is your name?
Dylan.
Dylan? What's your last name?
Harris.
Dylan Harris. Okay. And how old are you?
8.
He's 8, and his hair is purple, like his mom. But yes, Mr. Brooks,
yes, ma'am.
You guys were awesome. You guys did the Hulk song. So I'm seeing all the green. So how do you feel after your performance?
Honestly, I don't think I could have asked for anything better from the band. This is our first year. We're looking to build a synergy between myself and the players, and they really came out and did their thing, and I really appreciate them for that.
I would agree. You look like you may be one of the youngest ish arrangers here for the competition. So how long have you been arranging?
I've been arranging for a good while now. I began officially arranging for a band in 2010 with New York Panorama, and then after that I got an opportunity to do music for BSO, for the ICP competition. Myself and 2 others, it's Kendall and Odie. Kendall arranges for CASM, Odie arranges for Despers USA. Then all 3 of us got the opportunity to do music again for Skiffle for the past 3 years. We just did Hello in Trinidad where we placed second. We also did Brampton, Golden Harps. This is our 3rd year out there as well. And we placed 4th this year in that panorama as well. And so now it's here. So it's been pretty busy this year, but it's been an awesome year though.
That's so great. And so I would ask, how long have you personally been playing pan, and why did you choose pan as your instrument?
So I've been playing pan since I was 13, and currently I'm 32 now. And so at the time, I wanted to play music, but I didn't have a conventional instrument to play. In my schools, they dismembered the bands. And so my friend who lives across the street invited me to come and play steel pan at Sesame Flyers International. And from there, the rest was history. I just kept moving and going with it to see how far I could take it.
And so now you're like the man in charge. You're like the CEO of your no, but really it's quite an accomplishment, coming up and having a desire, a love for pan, and that's so unfortunate that I know there's still some schools out here in the area who are just struggling to keep their music programs. What would you say is the most vital aspect of having music in our schools at a young age?
I think the irony of it all, especially here in Brooklyn, is that even though there's issues with music programs in schools, there's been an increasing number of steel pan programs, which has been great for the instrument itself. But with that, though, comes a lot of things such as teaching the kids more like hands-on learning, team work, what it means to be inclusive of something, what it means to also give you input and have that input be performed and played for others to understand and enjoy. So there's a lot that it offers. So I think it's still critical. You know what I mean? I think it's very critical to keep pushing to have music in schools.
I definitely agree. How many are in your band right now?
In ADLIB, it was roughly about 75 players that we had tonight. On the regular stage side consists of normally about 20 or so players. With my stage side, with New York Panorama, we also consist of about 25 players or so. Yeah. And so this year we've all got to get together and join forces to go under the name ADLIB to see what we can do tonight.
And what would you say gives you the greatest inspiration when you're arranging songs now as a very, very young arranger? What would you say how you come up with your parts? Is it in your dreams? Is it?
There's so many ways that it happens, but I think first and foremost it's understanding of, all right, if this is the song I'm going with, I always require the input of all the band members. So I asked all of the players, like before I did this arrangement, I said, what did you want to hear from the arrangement? And everything else, I developed the storyline to fit what they said they wanted to hear. Because at the end of the day, I'm doing the music, but it's for them to play and enjoy. And so if they don't enjoy it, then what's the point? You know what I mean? And one of the most important parts of playing pan is the synergy between the players and also between the arrangers and stuff like that. Because it's always more so like a family than anything else. And that's what makes steel pan different than your typical instrument.
Yeah, it's definitely a collaboration for sure. And I've been telling everyone that I've been speaking to, you know, my dream is to learn pan before I kick the can, and so, what would you say to any up and coming pan players who would like to maybe arrange in the future, and they were just really drawn to your performance tonight?
I think I would say that it's important to persevere through whatever, and even if you think something doesn't sound good, put it down anyway, because it might be your reaction, but you don't know what somebody else may feel off of that. You know what I mean? And also, too, it's always a trial and error process. So if this didn't work, you try this, and also you understand the concept of what it is that you're trying to do. And once you do those things, I think they can be very successful. But the most important thing is to push and not give up.
So if anyone wanted to get in touch with the band and get in touch with you, maybe they wanted to join the band and be a part, maybe for next year. Mr. Harris, he'll be back. We'll be back. Come on back, Mr. Harris. I'm going to get you in a second. How would they be able to get in contact with ADLIB?
I would say contact the band leaders.
Handle.
Gina and Frank Mayers. I would say, for me, I don't have the numbers off the top of my head, to be honest with you, but we are all on Facebook. ADLIB Steel Orchestra is on Facebook. I am also on Facebook. Marc Brooks, M-A-R-C, right? That's important.
Marc with a C, everyone. Marc with a C.
But from there, that can spur on any kind of conversation.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Now it's time for Mr. Harris.
Are you ready?
Mr. Harris, did you play pan on this evening?
Yeah.
And,
A little bit.
and what kind of pan do you play? Is it a guitar pan, a bass pan, tenor pan?
I would say double tenor.
There we go. There we go. And how much do you enjoy playing pan? Did you have fun tonight?
Yes.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of the performance tonight?
That he got to appear.
That's right. That's right. And what's your relationship to Mr. Marc?
That he's the best uncle in the world.
Oh, okay. I see. And what made you decide to dye your hair purple on tonight?
My mom,
What's your mom's name?
Leslie Brooks.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, it's a pleasure meeting you tonight.
And first, when I was doing drums and then I did a guitar, then once I just touched a single stick, that was it.
I see. That's a lot of hard work. How long did you rehearse for?
Long time. Well, most of the times I would just start doing whatever I want.
Oh, okay. So you're one of those. You VIP. He's VIP, everyone. So he calls the shots. He tells Marc when he's coming to rehearsal.
That's right.
Because he's all that. He plays professionally. And how old are you again?
8.
He's 8. Okay. Well, I thank you so very much for joining us. We are going to break away. But Marc, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And bringing ADLIB and bringing the sweet, sweet sounds of the Hulk to Brooklyn's Steel Band Panorama on tonight. I hope you have a pleasant evening. I'm going to go have a corn soup. What are you having on tonight?
You know, a corn soup really doesn't sound too bad at this point. I think I'm going to be with you on that one, yeah.
He worked very hard tonight. You played twice, right? Didn't you play twice?
Yes. New York Panorama opened the show, and then with ADLIB as well, yeah.
Yeah, so you saw him.